Hi, it's Jessica here. I just wanted to share with you guys how much I love this book. So I really needed something to read when I was trying to change my habits, and this book was game-changing and also very doable. So this author, James Clear, he definitely knew what he was doing. A few things that I like about the book, and I'm going to turn the camera down. I have the hard copy. So as you can see, it's very sturdy. I'm not really used to buying hard copies, but I bought the one for this one. It gives a little bit of introduction of what the book's going to entail. And one thing that I really loved about it is that it gave an introduction. So it told us the author's story. So, you know, you're going and you're buying a self-help book and you're kind of like, well, who is this guy? Does he really know what he's talking about? Well, I can tell you he does, and after I read his introduction, I was sold. So I just finished reading this. My husband's now reading it. I've definitely been able to change habits slowly but surely, and I would not have been able to do that without this book. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for a way to make your bad habits disappear and your good habits become normal and part of your everyday life, I definitely recommend getting Atomic Habits. It's definitely worth it.
The first time I read this book, I put it down and I didn't touch it again for a while. But then I did pick it up again. I read Atomic Habits from front to back cover by James Clear and really enjoyed it. So I wanted to share this review with you and let you know about this remarkable book that teaches about tiny changes that you can make to create good habits. Now, James Clear starts this book in the introduction by telling his personal story of what happened to him and why he became so fascinated with habits and studying the science of behavioral change. Now, when I first read his story, I was kind of shocked. I didn't know that he had such a severe trauma. I didn't know anything about him. So when I read about the severe injury that he went through and the trauma, I had to put the book down. But then I wasn't sure if there was going to be graphic stories like that throughout the whole book, but there wasn't. And I kept reading about what an amazing book this was. So I picked it up and I ended up reading the entire thing. Once you get past his personal story, you then read about all these different people and how they overcame their bad habits to develop good ones, how they became so successful. You read a lot about science and about different, scientific studies that show why these 4 laws of behavioral change that James Clear has put together in his book make a huge difference in helping you to go from overwhelmed to taking tiny, tiny steps, one after another, to achieve the goals that you want. I love how it breaks it down into just 4 steps, and he gives lots of examples, plus advanced tips and the end of the book as well. It's a really great book. James Clear has seriously been through a lot in his life, so he has the cred to share with you about how to change your life and make better habits.